Hello, year 3. So you might be looking at this and wondering what we're doing because we are still doing fractions today, okay? But I thought I'd give you a little bit of a recap on this first, and there is a reason why, and it will become apparent in a minute. Now, some of you might be looking at this and thinking, Miss, it's really easy, I remember how to do it, and that's fantastic, well done. But some of you might be struggling a little bit with remembering how to do this, thinking, I cannot do that. So if you have a sum like this, which is asking you to do 30 times 2, that's too difficult. Remember to think about your place value and what you know. So if this is too difficult, we can take it back. So at the moment, 30 is in our tens and our ones. Okay, so if this is too difficult, we're going to bring our 3 into our ones for a minute, okay, and do 3 times 2, because you can all do 3 times 2, and we know that the answer is 6. The problem is, however, we've brought it back. Okay, so now we need to take this, don't we, and boost it back along. So we've brought it back 1, now we need to take it forward 1 at the moment. So at the moment it's in the ones. Okay, but remember we now need to even out and bring it this way. So here's our hundreds, tens, ones, and our 6 is going to go from our 0 to our tens. But obviously it's not just 6, if it's in our tens, we have to have a 0 there as well. Okay, so you might say 30 times 2 is too tricky, but actually I know I can do 3 times 2 is 6, and then push it back along our place value, and your answer is 60. Okay, lots of you are quite good at that, but then you struggle to do it this way. So imagine we had 250 divided by 5. And you say, I can't do it. Yes, you can. So we're going to do the same thing again. We've got our hundreds, tens, ones. To make it slightly easier, we're going to take it down the place value table to make it 25 divided by 5, which I know you can do because you're already good at your 5 times table. And the answer is obviously 5. Okay, but 5 is the answer to 25 divided by 5. 5 is not the answer to 250 divided by 5. To make it easier, remember, we're going to have to push it back. We've got to even it out. We've taken it down place value table. Now we need to take it back up the place value table. Okay. So there's our 5 here at the moment in our 1 section. But we're going to have to push our 5 into our tens. So it's there. And we can't leave it like that. So we're going to have to put our 0 there. So instead of 5, it is 50. Now, the reason I thought I'd do a quick recap on this is today, although you're doing fractions, they're of some bigger numbers. So, for example, you might have a question that's asking you, what is 2/5 of 200 grams? Okay, you might be talking about feeding some birds or some cats or dogs or whatever you've got at home, and you might say that you have used 2/5 of your 200 gram bag. Okay, so first things first, remember we did 2/5 yesterday, but first of all we're going to find 1/5, aren't we? So 1/5 of 200 grams. Now, I'm sure some of you can do that anyway. You can do your 200 divided by 5, not a problem. But for those of you that can't, remember you're going to take it down the place value table. Okay, so there's your hundreds, tens, ones. We're going to take it down, so it becomes 20. Okay, so 1/5 of 20 would be 4. Okay, but we are finding 2/5. So remember, you've got to go back and look at your numerator. At the moment, we've got 1/5. We want 2/5. So we're going to do 4 times 2, which equals 8. I'm hoping you're all shouting at the screen. Fantastic. Are we finished there? No, we're not, because we have to even it up. Remember, we've taken it down the place value table. So now we need to take it back up the place value table. So it would become 80. So 2/5 of 200 grams is 80. Am I finished quite there yet? I haven't got my unit, so I must put my unit back in. So I've got 80 grams.